Thank you all. The time is 7 p.m. There are 6 members of council present. A quorum is established. I call this meeting to order. Will you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? Councilmember King, will you lead us tonight?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Item number 3 on the agenda was public comment. There were no members of the public who signed up to speak. Item number 4 is the approval of the October 21st, 2025 council meeting minutes. These were provided in your packets. I know you've had an opportunity to look those over. Just need a motion to approve. Motion by Trimble. Second by King. Any further discussion? Poll the members, please.
Barnes.
Aye.
Helton. Aye. King. Aye. Ledford.
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Trimble.
Aye. Thank you. Item number 5 is October financial reports. These were in your packet. I'll give you an opportunity to look those over, bring forth any questions or comments you may have. Item number 6 is department head and committee reports. We'll begin tonight with Chief Aaron Noel. Chief, good evening.
Hey, everybody. Thank you. I handed out all the service from October. You may see a little increase just based on mission control activities. Nothing major to report with all of this. The website for the police department is up and running. It is active. It is awesome. The developers did a great job with it. This website now gives us functions to receive anonymous tips. People will put in vacation request texts if they're out of town. They can submit a form and it'll let us know to drive by their house, give that extra attention because we will be there. It also has a recruitment page and recruitment video on there. So we're very, very pleased with everything that website has to offer. So I'd like to thank the city and everything for backing and helping us get that done because it was much needed. Second item, we did offer employment to a new hire that will replace Sergeant Green in his retirement. He is to start December 8th. That is Corey Rapato. He's actually from Moorhead. He's prior military, served in the Army National Guard, younger, so he's going to be a great asset. It fits in very well with everybody, so we're really excited. His start date will be December 8th. Once we get an academy date for him, then he'll start his academy training down in Richmond. And finally, just want to brag about the food drive. The Crème de Cruiser event that we had at Walmart was a huge success. Based on that, we were able to get several carloads of canned goods and non-perishables to the food distribution center down there in Maysville. We had a great response and great feedback from it. So what we're planning on doing is sometime in December, we're going to do kind of the same thing, but it's going to be more for hats and clothes and things like that for children that are in need of winter clothing with the winter coming up. So we'll be posting something on Facebook and putting that out there for those dates and what we're requesting from the city, or from the citizens. That is all I have. Does anybody have any questions?
Okay, good report, Chief. Thank you. Director of Public Works, Nathan Boston.
Good evening, Tom.
Good evening.
We're in the midst of our leaf pickup. So far, we've had 10 truckloads, which comes out to 160 yards. Had 6 signs in the last month. One was stolen, the others were just knocked down or run over. We started installing the new trash cans downtown behind Walker as a board and sidewalk. I think we've got 8 of them installed so far. We put up 3 ballers around the fire hydrant in City Lot 3, and somebody kept running over the fire hydrant, so we had to do that. And we filled in 8 pop-ups. Not anything for me.
Another busy month. Thanks, Nathan. Building Inspector Jim Johnson. Hey, Jim.
Jan.
Last month,
6 permits for the year, 76 permits. And in Phoenix Hill, Walker has all 13 houses that built, ready to go, all of them are fine.
That's good, thanks.
Okay, thanks, Jim. Code enforcement and court day coordinator, Pam Murphy. I say that because I think she has a court day update.
Well, after the last meeting, the court day had just finished over on Tuesday, and court day was over on Monday. So the only thing I really wanted to say about that, I might have said it that day, I don't remember. We collected about $17,000 for our local, the spaces that we had to rent. And that was about 200 spaces with about 126 vendors. So, that went pretty well, I think, from all I know about. On the code enforcement side, my work is pretty much finished, not looking for that too much anymore. The thing that I'm looking at more than anything right now, my focus is the condition of the properties, ones that are, have things wrong with them that need to be corrected. Got 4 or 5 that we're paying special attention to, one's on Plain, one's property on Kingston, Ackerson, and Scott Street, so we're gonna got to do some work on those. And just to kind of let you all know what I look for when I'm looking, the top 10 violations in no particular order are mowing, weeds in the yard, rubbish at the curb, rubbish in the yard, front and back. Rubbish at the curb would be things that people put out to be picked up by Rumpke, and they're not appropriate items, so they're just left on the curb. The other rubbish is things that just don't belong in the yard, things that people collect and put in the yard and don't ever do anything else with it. Windows without coverings, trim that's falling off of the houses, creating openings so the rodents can get in. Any type of maintenance that needs to be done on abandoned property or unlived in property, not necessarily abandoned, just vacant property. People tend to, they don't live in it, they don't take care of it, don't look at it, and out of sight, out of mind. So bring that to their attention. Trash containers not being taken back to the house at the end of trash pickup. Illegal parking on the street or in the yards. People leave their car on the street too long, flat tires, don't run, out of date licenses, just an abandoned vehicle on the street, and then people that have cars in their yard that shouldn't be there. Nuisance, dogs, noise, those type of things, those are phone calls that we get. They're difficult to handle, but we do try to address them. And then something that I've noticed in doing this job, and I'll have to pay a little bit more attention to, is one of the requirements is that you have visible house numbers. Well, as I'm driving around sighting these houses, some of them have numbers. So it's for my benefit on one of them, but it's also for the emergency vehicles, I'm sure they need to be.
The school bus drivers, I love that. You should see me trying to find students to pick them up.
Oh, okay, I thought it was good.
Police too, probably.
Yeah, so that's one thing I found I'm going to do a little campaign for, a little push for.
That'd be great.
Yes.
I saw where you had something in the paper, Switch, where the county's gonna give us one of their lots to use next year for court day.
Yes.
What is it? What lot is it?
Yeah, so last year the county donated the lot across from the police station
Okay.
that they own, and they very graciously allowed us to use that lot for court day. We also approached the fiscal court and asked them if they would allow us to use the lot around the Civic Center that they have previously took bids on. So yes, we're gonna have that lot too. So it's 2 additional lots that the county owns that they're gonna allow us to use, which is great. Yes, good partnership there. And Pam will just comment, Pam had mentioned she's done an amazing job in her role as code enforcement officer. I want to brag on her publicly. But she is going to start an information campaign to just, we need, one of our challenges and one of the things we continuously struggle with is education and just trying to push information to the public, no matter how often we put information out there. Sometimes we have citizens that say, I didn't know. So Pam's going to work to really just take one topic at a time and try to educate the public on how high your grass, should be.
And Jim and I talk about letting people know when you need a permit.
Sure, yeah.
Don't get started on it, make us find it.
Yeah,
And then-
we have that on the website, but we do need to do a better job of just educating the public. So Pam's gonna work on that, on the code enforcement side. Okay,
Thank you.
thank you, Pam. City Clerk, Jeanette Bertram.
We currently are in our 2025 tax season, and we are in the discount period, which is 3%, and that's good until November the 30th, and we do honor postmarks. We are 27% collected to date, which is behind from what we were this time last year. So tax collection this year so far is off to a slow start. And I just want to remind everybody that you can pay at the counter, you can mail it in. After hours, you can use the Dropbox, or you can pay your property tax bill online, but there's a 2.5% convenience fee that the credit card company charges. And that's all. Yeah, that's all I have.
Thank you, Jeanette. And then, from me to you, just have a schedule, placed on everybody's desk about what's coming up over the next month, different meetings and so forth. I did want to point out 3 things, and I've highlighted those. One, the city is looking to participate as bell ringers for the Salvation Army on December 4th. That's from 10 to 2. If any of the council members, I know a lot of you are working, but if you are interested in just filling those city slots, let me know. On Saturday, December 6th, we have our Christmas parade. We are the sponsor this year. So I know some of our employees are having fun with trying to plan for some fun activities during the parade. If any of you wish to walk with me, I throw this out every year, nobody takes me up on it, but if any of y'all wish to walk with me, have a special costume or suit or dress or whatever it is, please feel free to do so and let me know. And then the Christmas luncheon for our city employees will be on December 10th at 11:30. That is where?
The police department.
Police department, so we'll be at the police department that day, and all of you all are welcome to come. The only update I'll give you on projects, I'll let Hayden Chisholm speak. So Hayden is here on behalf of Walker Construction, and he will give us an update on what's going on our sidewalk project. Hayden?
Good evening, council. So just to quickly go through things, we are finishing up the Main Street portion of the project, the sidewalk construction, this week. So with that being said, this following Monday, we will be doing some minor milling work along Main Street and some level and wedging, which basically just means getting the pavement in good shape for this winter. We'll be restriping it and getting it back to how it used to be just for the winter until this spring when we actually do our paving project. So just removing 1.5 inches of asphalt and paving that back. So next we are moving on to North Maysville. So right now this week we have North Maysville closed for that short section from Main Street to Bonded Bar to one lane, and we just have that closed so that we can do our work for that short section until we get about to right here outside City Hall on this side of the road. And then once we get past that, we can open things back up. That lane closure is scheduled for 4 weeks. Hopefully it is much quicker than that. And yeah, we're planning on finishing out the rest of the North Maysville project and hopefully getting that done before the end of the year.
Okay, weather permitting, right?
Of course.
So, okay. Does anybody have any questions for Hayden about the sidewalk project? Sidewalks are looking great. I know we got our final pour, well, except for the stenciled concrete.
Yes.
But the final pour on the main portion of the sidewalk looks really good on Main Street. And, we appreciate that. This Friday, I know we usually meet every Friday. Could you and I visit all of the businesses and offices on this side of the street, just to give them a heads up about what's coming?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, sounds good. Any questions for Hayden? Okay, thank you, Hayden.